Just a minute. Just a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh my.
Coach, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. I wanted this meeting to. Why is it giving me feedback? The feedback is coming back to me. I wanted the. Yeah, but it's giving me some feedback that I don't understand.
It's probably the device from your end, sir.
I might need to run. I might need to run away from this. Yeah, yeah. It's just one device I'm using. I'm trying to live stream on YouTube so that this training can be there permanent. Already on YouTube, but it's giving me some crazy feedback. I don't run away. All right. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, it's working now. It's working now. So after this training, we can be able to get the rewatch the training on YouTube. I think we're live on YouTube now. I've been trying to do this thing for the longest time. Okay. So if you are new, you joined us not long. Congratulations to you. We welcome you on board. And I want you to know that the decision you made, every one of us here made the decision just a few years ago. And today, by the grace of God, it has, turned everything around for us. Okay. So this morning, I'll be talking about something really, really interesting. And the topic is network marketing is in your favor. Can we go ahead and type it's in my favor? It's in my favor. Network marketing is in your favor. Network marketing is in your favor. Network marketing is in your favor. Especially right now, network marketing is in your favor. So if you're in this business, you are not doing the business a favor. It's the business that is doing you a favor. Okay? Network marketing is in your favor. So I'd like you to be very, very attentive. If you desire to be truly wealthy, if you want to be truly wealthy, it is said that you should look for a system where people will use their 3 T's for you. Look for a system. I've done this training before, but my spirit, it was really strong in my spirit that I should bring you back again and train us, especially for our new members. If you want to be truly, truly wealthy, please can we put on our videos, put on your videos to make me know that you're in this meeting. Put on your videos if you can. If you truly, truly want to be wealthy, you should look for a system where people will use their 3 T's for you. Now, what are the 3 T's? Number one is time, the second one is talent, and the third one is treasure. Time, talent, and treasure. Anything you're doing, and you are not harvesting these 3 T's from other people, it will take a long time. That is, even if it's possible at all, to be truly wealthy in it. Anything you're doing that you truly desire to be wealthy, then you must be getting other people's time, talent, and treasure. Now, listen to me. I want us to extensively analyze the various legitimate ways of earning income and their qualification criteria. Okay, how to make money and their qualification criteria. Number one is being employed by government. Okay. Second one is self-employed, own a business, shareholding, big investments. The last one, I don't know if this one should be there, but I don't put them. Hook up. Okay. Yeah. Being employed by government, self-employed, own a business, shareholding, big investments, and yeah. Now let's talk about the first one, having a job. Before you can get a good job, you are expected to go to school from primary to tertiary institution, and then you you to get a job that will pay you 6 figures monthly income in your first 10 years of university graduation. It is not totally expected that immediately you get a job, the job will be paying you 6 figures. I mean, you are patient and you are waiting for another 10 years to be able to get to that point where you can start earning 500K, in your business, 300K, 400K, 200K, and all of that. You are expected to go to school, make a lot of investments. It is only when people come into business, they start calculating their loss. They start calculating their investment. Is I invested this amount, I have not seen money. Have you ever sat down to calculate the investment that you invested to go to school and graduate? How many of us can guess how much you spent? Can you guess how much you spent? How much you spent to become a graduate? From primary to secondary to university? Can somebody just give me a rough estimate? A rough estimate of your investment to go to school, graduate, and then you now wait patiently and start looking for a job. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. Can somebody give me a rough estimate? Can somebody give me a rough estimate? Might be 10 million, 20 million. Somebody should just give me a rough estimate. Nobody can do a rough estimate of your investment. Mr. Dynamic Bab said 20 million. 20 million. Now, 20 million naira to go to school and graduate, and nothing is guaranteed. Nothing. And guess what? It is normal. Dr. Enimola, the training will be on YouTube. It will be on YouTube after now. So we can go on YouTube on our page, on YouTube, and watch the training. So going forward, every of my trainings, I'm going to be live streaming it on YouTube so that we can go back and then it has this rewatch value. Okay. You go to school, right? You spend so much money, you bought handouts, transportation, feeding, everything. Somebody said 7 million. Mr. James Balogun, you didn't go to school in this age, I guess. Maybe you went to Form 4, Standard 5. Form 4, Standard 5. That was the kind of school you went to, Abi, with 7 million. Now, you spent all of this money and nothing is guaranteed. Nothing. Nothing. You are expected to wait for the next 10 years, minimum, to be able to start earning in 6 digits. A few percentage, about 1% of graduate workforce may attain 7 figures monthly after 20 to 30 years in service. True or false? A few percentage, 1%. If you look at the entire, population of Nigeria, just 1% of the workforce are earning a million naira monthly. 1%. Trust me. Just 1%. Now, let's dive into the process that leads to the end. You will pay school fee. You will go through rigorous studying to pass exam. Now, many of you have experienced sexual harassment, just that you are not telling your story. Many of you, especially when you are bidding to be promoted, you want to be promoted at work, and then your boss at work says, I have to sleep with you first before you get your promotion letter. Okay? Courtesan. Courtesan. Okay, when you were in school, many of us, sex for mark, it was a popular thing before. Now, thank God it's reducing. But sex for mark was a thing, right? Before you can get a mark, a lecturer will sleep with you. Courtesan and other violent exposures. I remember in my school, my hostel, the entire environment was filled with courtists, every kinds of courtists. When you sleep, you are opening one eye, and then you are praying. You're just praying to God that God should sustain you. Number 5, when after you have gone through all of this, you now start hunting for job after graduation. Now, let's talk about being self-employed on a small scale. Because many of us, after you have now, maybe you were hunting for job, you hunted, you did not get a job, you now say, let me go and start a business. Let's look at the qualification. You may decide to go to school from primary to tertiary institution or bypass it. You can be in business without going to school. Now, this is settling for less, and you cannot compete with upscale. You will struggle with bills and will never have time freedom. If you're in a small scale business, you will never have time freedom. Read my lips. You will never have time freedom if you're in a small scale business. It's a very hard truth, but that's what it is. Now, if you own a business and employ a support staff, they will require huge bank loan, with accompanying stress. Many business owners, we have to go to the bank, take loan, and then they go through a lot of stress. You will struggle with each salary of staff that sustains the size of the company. You cannot do without a huge staff. You can't. Now, the entry requirement for you to get into ownership of a big company as a major shareholder is that you must have a huge amount of capital. A huge amount of capital is required, and less than 0.1% of population can achieve this bracket. Okay? Now, people who are shareholders, you will gain freedom. Okay? You will have freedom. Your life will be good. You will enjoy life. But only 0.1% of the population can achieve this bracket. Let's talk about big investments. You have so much money and you want to invest maybe in treasury bill, in mutual funds. You want to invest, you need big investment. This remains a dream of majority. Everybody wants to be investors. As inheritance from generations, generational wealth is declining, okay? A lot of people just dream about being an investor and they can't get there. The last one, like I told you, I don't know if it should be there, but I know this is already becoming a business. Hook up. Even if it's hook up you want to do, you have to be on top of your game and master the skill of faking it. You must understand how to fake your life. You must understand how to get the best of wigs, okay? And you have to be on top of your game and be a showstopper if you wish to thrive there. When you are going, everybody must look at you twice if you must thrive in that deadly business. After graduation, listen to me, the society is cool that you have to go through a compulsory year of youth service, 1 year, additional 1 year of youth service, additional 1 year in law school if you studied law, or 1 year compulsory housemanship training if you study medicine and surgery. The society turns a blind eye to the norm that you have to wait for 2 years or more to get a job. Nobody is blaming anybody if after the investment of over 20 million, you have to wait for 2 years or more to start hunting for job before you get a job. It's only when people start a business with 100K, after 2 months, when they are not making money, they carry cutlass and gun and they want to shoot the people behind that business. But you made an investment of over 20 million, and it is okay to wait 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and you are still looking for a job and you are not blaming anybody. It is okay to be paid an average monthly income of 100K to 150K in your first 2 to 4 years post NYSA. Maybe after 10 to 30 years, your monthly income may grow to the range of 250 to 1 million naira, depending on the sector you are playing in. Additional postgraduate degrees and skills are required to get to higher rank so that you can earn more. The society pretends not to know of the crazy things you are forced to do to retain your job or to have increment in your salary. Is somebody following me? Is somebody following me? These are the norms. These are the norms. These are the norms. Nobody blame anybody for it, okay? It is okay. It is normal to wait. It is normal to wait. It is normal to just follow the process. It is normal. Right. It is also normal that a superior does not desire a junior officer to go to a point of threatening his office. It is normal. It is normal that your boss naturally expect that you should not grow beyond his level so that you don't threaten his office. Once you are growing above your boss, you start attracting enemies in your place of work. It is normal. The temporary juicy rewards of the office makes the boss want to protect the occupation of the present office at all costs. All those allowances that comes with your boss's office is the reason why he does not want you to get to the office. The unhealthy competition is such a culture that does not encourage love and oneness of purpose. The industrial economy environment runs against God's commandment of love your neighbor as yourself. Nobody, civil servant here, will tell me that in your place of work, love your neighbor as yourself is a thing. Am I correct? Civil servant here. Love your neighbor as yourself. Is that a thing in your office? Nobody truly loves you. That's a fact. The only reason they love you is because your pay grade is lesser than their own. If you are any higher than they are any, they turn your enemy. Am I correct? Am I correct? And this is normal. This is normal. Everybody endure this process, and it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Can you say that? It's not a big deal. And this is in the bid to make money, in the bid to be able to take care of your family and succeed. A junior officer will never earn more than a senior officer. And this is normal. This is normal. They'll say, why are you not making more? It's because of my rank. Àwọn ọ̀gá ló ń pawó jù, àwọn ọ̀gá ló ń gba 1 million, àwọn ọ̀gá ló ń gba 2.5. It is normal. We have accepted that as the norm. You cannot grow more than your senior officer. There's a limitation on your income because of your level. Look at that. Look at that. But let's talk about this industry, network marketing. Let's talk about network marketing. Number one, we do not do exam. We do not write exam to do network marketing. How many of you wrote exam to join this business? You wrote exam. You wrote exam to join this business. How many of you? Nobody. There's no exam. Nobody will set questions for you before you can join this business. Can you see that? Number two, we did not pay school fee. I am training you now, and you are not paying for this mentorship. We do not pay school fee. Many things. Now, be sincere with yourself. Be sincere. Be sincere. For those of you that have joined this business for 2 years, the things you have learned from this business, the trainings you have gone through from this business, compare it to the trainings you went through in your university. Which one is better? Which one is better? The trainings you have been going through in this business and the ones you went through in your university, which one is better? This or that? Which one is better? Which one is shaping your life practically? Is this one, and yet you are not paying school fee. Can you see that? You are not paying school fee. That one you paid over 20 million, and somebody will carry Google and stuff, come and be training you. Somebody will carry lecture notebook of 1884 to come and be training you. Can you see? Can you see what we're talking about? Can you see what we're talking about? We don't pay school fee. We do not work against our downlines. We don't. Naturally, you want your downlines to make money. Naturally. Naturally, you want your downlines to make money. Naturally. You don't hate your downlines. We are selfless in our selfish interest. Therefore, love our neighbor as ourselves. Is a thing. We're following the commandment of God that says, love your neighbor as yourself. As yourself. Because you want to love your teammates so they can do better. Can you say that? Let's talk about your income. Every one of us, can you picture your income in this business in the next 15 years? Come to the comment section and look at yourself now. 15 years from now, what do you think will be your income? 15 years from now. What do you think will be your income 15 years from now in this business? What do you think will be your income? Just imagine it and type your income. 15 years. Let's say you are in the next 15 years now. What do you think will be your income? Somebody said that would be huge. Type it now. Type the figure. Are you afraid to type your figure? 20 million. 20 million monthly. I'm talking about monthly. I'm talking about monthly. 15 years from now, Mrs. Stella would have made 50 billion. Fantastic. 30 billion. I'll be a billionaire. No doubt. No doubt. But let's talk about your monthly income. How much do you see yourself earning in the next 15 years? 15 years from now, how much will you be making every month? Olabi said 2 million, 20 million, 40 million. Okay. 1 billion monthly. At least 1 million. Isaiah. Okay. At least 1 million. Isaiah, is that your dream? 15 years from now, 1 millionaire. 1 millionaire 15 years from now, maybe you will not be able to even use it to buy fuel in your car. Maybe 1 millionaire from 15 years from now, maybe you won't be able to fill your car with 1 millionaire. Can you see that? See the kind of figures that you people are typing. Now, let's do another thing. Imagine how many multi-millionaires you can create in just 15 years. Imagine how many multi-millionaires. I'm not talking about you now. I'm talking about how many multi-millionaires you would have created in the next 15 years. Do I have a civil servant here? You are a civil servant. Go ahead and type 1. If you are a civil servant, I'd like to talk to a civil servant here. Go ahead and type 1. If you are a civil servant, you earn salary. You earn salary. If you are a civil servant here, you earn salary. Type 1. Mommy blessed. Mommy blessed. Mommy blessed, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Okay, sir.
Mommy blessed, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, ma?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
How long have you been working?
I've been working since I finished my service 1998.
1998. Wow. Do you still have another 15 years in service?
Not up to that, sir.
How many years more do you have?
It's a private work I'm doing.
Okay. So how much do you see yourself earn as salary in the next 5 years?
The way they do their increment is not reliable.
Let's say they have increased your salary 5 years from now. How much do you see yourself earning if you get all the certificates in the world?
In fact, it may not be more than maybe 200 to 200 plus.
Jesus. Can you
Yes,
people
sir.
hear that? 15 years from now, 200K. Wow.
In 5
Mama,
years from now.
Mama, take this business. 5 years, sorry, 5 years from now. Mama,
Okay.
take this business seriously. Take it very seriously.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Now, if I keep asking civil servants here, many of them will never see themselves earn a salary of 1 million naira a month 15 years from now. Even if they increase your salary, 15 years from now, many people will still not earn a million naira per month. Can you see? Can you see? Can you imagine 15 years from now, how much you and your downline would have contributed to the GDP of Nigeria? Do you know how much the government is making from our income every day? So how simple can it be? How simple can it be? No academic qualification. You can start this business with less than 100K, okay? And all you are doing repeatedly in class of just about 2 to 4 hours daily is recruiting, developing, and building. That's all we are doing. Attending mainly online simple classes for about 4 years, your monthly income can rise to about 7 to 8 figures monthly income. Can you see that? The good news is that you earn as you are in school. This is Millionaires Academy. And as you are going through the class, you are making money. And yet you are not paying school fee. You are making money, you are not paying school fee. And as a student, you are making money. You start earning as a student, straight up. Straight up. How simple can it be? How simple can it be? Understand why network marketing can never be like the industrial economy. Number one, there's no sexual harassment in network marketing. There's no envy and hatred. Okay, it's very reduced. Yeah, even if somebody is envying you, that person is not under you on your genealogy. Might be opposite. It may be somebody cross line or something. But you can't be envious of your downlines. For what? That means something is wrong with your head. You can't hate your downlines. That means something is wrong with your head. Okay? Here you get a lot of support. What I'm doing now is I'm supporting you. I'm giving you support. That's what I'm doing now. In civil service, in the industrial economy, there's declining in income retirement. When you retire, your income will drop. There's no inheritance. Your children cannot inherit it. Okay? So what do you need to do immediately? In this business, be disciplined. Bring in the industrial economy mindset into this business. Industrialize your mindset. What does that mean? Wake up in the morning and take action. Take action. If you are working for salary, you already know that when you wake up in the morning, you go to work. This is normal. Nobody needs to beg you for it. Number two, become an active partner and grow organically. Number three, become a pro and develop your skill. Make up your mind that you will never miss sales meeting again. Do not joke with mentorship in this business. There's NMBA Core 3 starting now, and you should be a part of it. You should be a part of it. It will be a fatal error to do, not, attending mentorship. Guide your downlines to the point of duplication or duplicating yourself and building them as leaders. Have maximum accounts possible. These are the things you must do quickly. Maximum account possible. Upgrade your account as much as you can. Run the Millionaires project like it's a do or die affair. What is the Millionaire project? I'm going to show you, refresh your memory before we close. Keep trying and be the last person standing. That's one thing I want to tell you. Keep trying this business and be the last person standing. Even if everybody quits this business, me, I know they go anywhere. Are they here? Are they here? Okay? So the deal today, do not rest until you are done. Number 2, master all the 7 skills in this business. And these are the skills you learn in NMBA. So if you are not in NMBA or you are not planning to join the NMBA, change your mindset now and be a part of it. Okay? Transform to be the leader other leaders follow. Duplicating effectively. Try and duplicate yourself effectively. Raise exceptional leaders, selflessly give back to the society, and exceed the stage as a legend. These are the things you must do. The done deal. Okay? The deal that you must follow. Ladies and gentlemen, like I told you, the NMBA class is coming up, and I want you to be a part of it. Now, look at this. Everybody already, you are familiar to this. You're familiar with this. In 12 months. 12 months. Look at that. 12 months, 28.6 million. 12 months. That's in 1 year. If you sponsor 2 people that sponsor 2, and then in 1 year, you would have made 28.6 million. In another 1 year in your place of work, would you have made 10 million? That's a question. Would you have even made 5 million? That's a question. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are running just a single license at 10% success rate, it's 2.8 million, 5.7 million, 20%, and 14.3 million at 50% success rate. Ladies and gentlemen, the essence of this training today is to show you that network marketing works, and that if you do it effectively,